Next Wednesday.
I want to know where my sister is.
When all trust is lost, can their relationship survive?
I don't know how we got here, but our friendship has changed.
Tyler Perry's...
Okay, Sistas fans, it is Saturday evening when I'm recording this video, and unfortunately, we still don't have the full 30-second promo for the next episode, Season 7, Episode 14, All for the D. So, this video will be encompassing the 12-second promo we did get, as well as the end credit promo we got at the end of last week's episode, or this week's episode. It depends on when the video goes. Basically, the end credit promo at the end of episode 13. So when the 30-second promo gets released, if there's any crucial information or scenes or dialogue, I'll do a follow-up video. But for now, let's go on this journey for episode 14. Gary's savagery continues as he plants a seed in Jordan's head about Andy, all while screwing Hayden's girl right in their home. When Karen finds out Danny is telling her business, the tension between the women grows. So let's start with the first part here. Now, in regards to Hayden getting his girl screwed in his own home by Gary, we have a non-speaking scene where we see Tamara and Gary at Hayden's house. I mean, it's all for the D, right? So it's happening right under his own roof. I mean, dude's a slime ball, but you got to admit, you can't help but feel bad for him. I know he's done some crazy stuff, but dang, this just messed up on so many levels. Now from there, we do have him confronting Jordan. They both get out of Jordan's car because if you remember, at the end of episode 13, he surprises Jordan by just hopping in the back seat. If you ever follow me again, I'll make sure you're the one they go after, or the one they go looking for next. Now, I remember this line of dialogue being stated to Andy in the parking garage during the first trailer we got back in March for this part of season 7. So maybe it was one of those things where they took the dialogue from another scene to confuse us. So the dialogue when he talks to Andy might be something else entirely. So in terms of him planting a seed in Jordan's head about Andy, it makes a lot of sense because right now, Jordan shouldn't really trust anything Andy has to say in regards to Penelope, because he just found out that for months, Andy has been holding crucial information about Gary's true character. And she indirectly put Penelope in danger. No, Andy did not make Penelope go to the office. She literally said, do what you can to stay as far away from him as possible. Penelope took it upon herself to go. However, Andy should have known it's like Penelope seems even more whipped than I was by Gary's charm and manipulation tactics. And I kept going back to him no matter who told me what about Gary. Former colleagues, the FBI, private investigator, his ex-wife. So maybe me telling Penelope all these things about how dangerous Gary is wouldn't be the best idea because she might try to confront him like I would have in the past. Well, there you go. So that's why he's all mad because he's over at his house. I believe that we see him, Rich, and Tony. Those two are chilling on the couch and Jordan's over in the corner on the phone. And I don't know, maybe they're coming back from the gym or playing basketball or something. But we do see him later confronting Andy like, I want to know where my sister is. You say that like I know. Do you? Are you serious, Jordan? You can't blame the guy. It is a legitimate question because with everything that Andy's been hiding from him so far, this could just be yet another thing that she's withholding from him. For all he knows. Now, the theory's still out there that she's still alive, but I highly doubt that. Given that the cleaners came in and saw how messy it was and most likely disposed of the body, I think Penelope is dead. That's all I'm saying. So from there, we got Tony coming up to Danny at the airport with one sorry flower. Hey there, beautiful. Should have 11 more of these because obviously he's trying to make peace after the way he showed his whole ass over at Danny's apartment the night before. Danny, just forget about this dude. People are like, she should have chose Preston. No, Preston did not deserve to be part of any of her foolishness. But hey, Danny, you play stupid games, you know what you get. So we got Fatima, who's at the law firm with Andy. She's like, look, I'm checking my first grade for my law school exams and test. And she goes, oh shit. So I don't know if this means she didn't do as well as she had hoped for, or if she just bombed completely. Because sometimes, I feel like either you were this student yourself or you knew people like this. If they got like a 98 on a test, they would flip out. And I admit, I was kind of that person from time to time, especially in math. Case in point, say you took a test, and I absolutely hated the positive, negative numbers. I remember was it algebra 2 or pre-calculus or something? It was a math class in high school where I never got a perfect score or a 100 or above on a test, because sometimes they would have like a bonus question or extra credit, but I would never get a perfect score because somewhere on the paper I would always miss a positive sign or negative sign somewhere. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me right now? So yeah, maybe Fatima's having one of those moments, but to be completely honest, and I would hate to see her bomb her first big exam, but a lot of craziness has been going on at the Taylor household, or Taylor and Wilson household, since they're not married yet. But yeah, I would just hate to have Fatima's legal and educational aspirations go belly up because she's too caught up in the foolishness of Zach's baggage, the baby drama, and all this other stuff. And I'm just thinking to myself, I mean, well, Fatima, no offense, but you've been spending a bit too much time going over to Karen's or going over to Andy's to back her up whenever she needs to confront Gary when you should have been studying. Look, I'm not trying to be cold to Fatima. It's just like an observation. But in any case, the rest of the trailer is Karen related. Now, we have a moment where she's at her office at the salon and Aaron is in there sitting down with her. And there are like 3 gift bags, obviously gifts. Now, I don't know if they're from Aaron per se, or if they're gifts from other people and she just happens to be going through them. I'm more inclined to say that Aaron is, stepping up, if you will, and he's bringing stuff for Karen, and that's it. But later on in the promo, we have her talking with Pam and Sabrina, and she's asking them to plan her baby shower, and they both accept with glee, and she's happy about it. Now, some people are like, see, what kind of woman plans her own baby shower? If she has real friends, friends do it. I did Google it, and it says that in some cases, some women do put together their own baby showers, but I wouldn't know. I'm not a woman, and I never had gotten anyone pregnant, so I don't really know about baby showers like that. I know my sister had one because I think my aunts threw her one way back when, but that was it. So I don't really know how that goes. Like, do the husbands get invited too? Sometimes they do, or do the baby daddies get invited too? I really don't know how this works. I guess it's just a female thing, but no, I mean, my sister's baby daddy was there. I don't know, whatever. But I will say this much: since my lack of knowledge of how these functions work, here's what I think. I think that Karen purposefully wanted to plan her own baby shower because of the whole double baby daddy thing. And if I'm guessing correctly, I'm thinking that Karen was possibly going to utilize the baby shower to reveal the news of her having 2 different daddies. Now, I could be dead wrong about this, but it only makes sense because she knows if the baby shower goes down, like, we don't know what the guest list is going to be. Is it going to be a sisters only event, or will like her employees and customers and whatnot come to the event? I don't know, but I'm just thinking that she knows a baby shower is a celebration of the twins, and there's obviously going to be a lot of questions about, so where's Zach? Where's the daddy? And I don't imagine that kid. Well, then again, this is Karen here, so if she could, she would hold the double baby daddy thing to her grave if possible. But I just feel like she's trying to put a chokehold, or just basically force the lid on the jar of this news. Hence why we get the final scene where she goes over to Danny's apartment. I don't know how we got here, but our friendship has changed. I'm thinking like, but was your friendship really a friendship to begin with? I think fans can all agree when it comes to Karen and Danny's dynamic, they were only quote unquote friends by association due to Andy. And even so, you could argue like, well, Danny and Andy don't really seem to be all that close. Yeah, they've had a couple of moments where they've had solo one-on-one time, but that's usually because Andy needs to ask her straightforward advice or Danny needs some legal advice. And I would be more inclined to say that Andy and Sabrina are friends, and by association, Danny was included in the group. I could be wrong. This is why we need a mini series of the girls in college, but that's neither here nor there. But regardless, I'm willing to bet with Sabrina's talking ass, she is probably lost in the moment when she gets the news about her and Pam planning the baby shower. And then she lets it slip about the double baby daddy thing. And then Karen's like, how did you know that? Danny told you, didn't she? Also, wait a minute, why are Pam and Sabrina asked instead of Andy? What, her best friend? I think it's clear that the reason Andy, and by extension Danny, aren't involved with the baby shower plans is due to their, as Karen would put it, their allegiance to Fatima. And as a result, you know, hey, they're not going to be planners. But then again, with everything going on with Penelope, Gary, and Marie, Andy ain't got time for no baby shower, no way. So those are my thoughts on the trailer. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for supporting on the channel. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.